It's official. One of the two people on screen are changing their jobs in 2023. Why would you change your job? Let's talk about it.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Nat Pat. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good.
I'm gonna say I really love the hook of that intro, leaving people on their toes. I think.
Yes. Do I stay or do I go now? 2023, people are looking at improving everything. You're improving your health, your wealth, your family, your work, your sport, your weight. That's what we aspire to. When it comes to jobs, a lot of people are going to be moving now, and I've got to say, it's got to be the most popular time of the year, probably that December, January, when people start making big change with careers.
Yeah, definitely. I think, especially I know I say this every episode, so forgive me, but especially after COVID, I feel like there's just been this huge shift on like people really reassessing things that are happening in their life. Even in the property market, we're seeing it. People are finally making those big decisions that they wish they could have made in 2020. And
Yep.
yeah, I think it's a trend across like everywhere in everything.
It's everywhere, and you know what? It's I think making these improvements to your life is what it's all about, and it is hard. And I know you put those two emojis on behind you. There's happiness and there's sadness with job change. There's insecurity. There's excitement. But overall, I guess you're chasing. You can't even explain it to people why. Hey, it's a little bit because it's sort of you carry it in yourself. It's like your badge that you wear, and sometimes people don't understand it.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way of. It's very emotional, but at the same time, you have to balance that emotion with like reason as well, which I'm very bad at doing. I'm a very emotional person, which I get from probably my family. But yeah, I think it's any big decision that's always going to be that emotion and trying to balance it out with reason and what your brain's saying as well.
And I do have to say, if it's a great decision that people make when changing their jobs, rich to you. But if it's not a good decision, it's still a wonderful lesson, and it's part of the pilgrimage. It's part of your pilgrimage, yeah.
Yeah.
With that, I'm sure people have been in jobs, particularly as young teenagers and stuff. You're thinking, shit, that was the most stupid job ever. But you do learn and take stuff away from that of what you really do like. So it's not necessarily wasted.
That's exactly right. I think every single job I know that I've worked, I've taken something different from it. And
Yep.
even if that's a good thing, even if that's a bad thing, like I worked at McDonald's, my first job, like official first job, and I feel like everyone, they don't lie when they say it's a great first job because you're meeting every single person you could, and that like everyone goes to Macca's, you know what I mean? And just a good start to customer service. But yeah, and like even my partner had a job for one day in a factory and hated it, but he knows now that that's not what he wanted to do.
It is. So Robin's saying it's a head and it's a heart decision. When you're changing your job, you are changing your job, Nat Pat.
What? The big plot twist?
You're leaving us.
No, I'm leaving. The big exclusive. I'm leaving Novak, unfortunately.
Uncut. What happened? And look, can we turn this to a positive, because it's a big negative for us at Novak. But can we turn this to a big positive? Can you explain what happened in your brain?
Oh God, that's going to be hard, isn't it? No, but so I'm going into a journalism career, I guess. Hopefully, is what you'd call it. So I went to
A
university.
a career of journalism.
Journalism. I need to like get a bow tie and like a monocle or something. Like,
You could be a star.
oh
You could
God,
be like a current affair, 60 Minutes.
Tracy Grimshaw.
Ellie Patterson reporting from. Apparently, Tracy Grimshaw does it from home.
Really?
Yes,
That's the
I heard
dream.
that. But back to you, journalist lady. Why are you leaving Novak, and tell us about that emotional path? I do want this to be about you, and I do want this to be about that journey, and I do want to be able to help people into real estate or out of real estate based on your journey.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. I studied journalism and media marketing at university, and then after graduating, I came to Novak in their media agency team. And
You were heckled.
I was heckled.
You were heckled to start.
And the best thing about it, I was heckled by Bronca, who's our head of property management. She's the one who heckled me into working at Novak. But it's honestly been fantastic. Like, I feel like in real estate marketing in particular, it's a house. There are a million other houses. Your job is to make that house look great and tell the people why they should buy that house. So it's creating this whole story through visuals, through text, through all these different factors. Thank you, Luke. But I think in terms of like marketing and the media side of it, I've gained a lot of like training and skill just from even being in real estate, which is something I've like, which if you told me 10 years ago that would have happened, I would be like, what?
So, I'm not looking to like. I'm not looking. It's not fairyland. I get it, but there's some serious lessons that you've learned, and it's seriously fast that you're going to take on to that journalism world. So, even though have you wasted the last year, or has it been the best thing that could happen and it was part of your pilgrimage? Or on an honest question, I get it, but was it a bad decision? Did you lose a year, or did you load up that gun?
I think I've gained, like, if anything, I've just gained more skills. So, like, even if we're talking about, so at uni, a lot of it's obviously like practical, well, like theoretical stuff, but being chucked into an atmosphere where it's all practical, like you're making this, you're going to be doing live videos every week talking about real estate news. You're going to be using social media.
You know nothing about.
Yeah. So it's so that was good skills for journalism, talking when I don't really know what I'm talking about. But no, like even so, yeah, I'm producing like a magazine every week, the design elements of the job, and like helping make little things like this. And there's skills that you'll take, like any creative job, I feel like there's skills that I'll take with me through that.
So changing the job, how did it start, in your tummy or in your brain?
Oh, I think it all starts in your tummy, doesn't it? From nerves and so, Lisa. So Lisa Glynn is our head of the media team at Novak, and she's the big brain and heart behind the media team, who's taught me everything. So yeah, this is really emotional today. I'm both these feelings.
Yeah. So it is so it started in your tummy, and what'd your tummy say?
Well, you can't trust your tummy because it'll tell you, it's a gut feeling. It's like, oh, you should do this, but then your brain goes, no. It's again, like what Robin said, it's a head and a heart decision. It's about figuring out what one to listen to, but I think you've got to go with your gut in the end, don't you? I think every good decision that people look back on in their lives, it always comes down to a gut feeling.
And the motivators for you were like, and I love it, because everyone goes through this, and it's like you fight it, and then you run with it, and then you fight it. So the motivating thing for you personally, to change careers was like, it was it. Would it be accurate to say it wasn't you took a lot away, you learned a shitload, but it wasn't your groove, or it wasn't what you studied, or it wasn't your passion? Is that what? And then that's what you're pursuing.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird because I feel like it comes down to passion as well. So I love storytelling. I'm extroverted. I love talking and annoying people by talking too much. And I feel like having an outlet to sort of do that and share really interesting stories and news with people is something that really excites me, and like just even like, oh, I can feel it in my gut now. But I think, and it comes, I feel like that's with everyone. Everyone's just got that thing that they've got that gut feeling and excitement around. And I think that was what it was for me.
So it's so into 2023, walk into a new role, completely fresh, exciting, different, nervous.
Yes. I feel like I could lie and say, no, I'm fine. No, any big decision's got nerves. Because Luke's left this comment and I really like it. It's like property buying and marketing. It's about emotions. And I feel like changing jobs, it's the exact same sort of emotional like journey. I hate that word, but emotional journey that you go through when you're even like buying a property or selling your house. It's like, oh, should I? Oh, yeah, but there's risk involved. I don't know what's going to happen. But in the end, like you can control what you can control, and you just got to do what you think is right for you at that time.
What's Anthony got to say?
He said, I've had many jobs, but in every job I've always done my ultimate best and always looked to serve instead of what's in it for me. It's a mindset shift, which helps make that job rewarding, irrelevant of the industry. I think that's a huge part of it as well. I feel whatever job you go into, you need to, you give as much as you get as much as you give. That's what I was meant to say, the other way around.
100%. And what Anthony said, I've always felt I always wanted to get into garbage.
Garbage?
Yeah.
Like in the URM trucks?
Yep.
Wow.
And mini skips, garbage bins and stuff like that. And didn't really realise until I got a bit older, like how much I loved it. And then looked back into real estate, and thought, you know what, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's it's customers, it's service, it's looking after people. And on the back of what Anthony just commented on, I really feel that resonates with me, because it's like, you know what, it doesn't matter whether I'm, if I'm a mortgage broker, a banker, a stockbroker, a real estate agent, a garbage guy. You just look after people and you just work hard, and it sort of looks after itself in a way.
Yeah. I just love that. Garbage. Well, that's like, I wanted to work at
pink
Build-A-Bear.
bins. Pink bins.
Pink bins.
They were all going to be pink. The trucks were going to be pink, and the garbage bin and the pink bins.
I love it.
Yeah.
Novak's done a bit of pink.
Steal it somewhat.
No, we can't.
See?
We're copywriting it.
Sorry, before I interrupted, what did you say? You were going to go work at Build-A-Bear? Huh. We'll finish off on this note.
Actually, so I wanted to work at Build-A-Bear because when I was a kid, I would walk through and I'd see the person in the big bear mascot, like the big costume. Yeah. And I was like, that is awesome. So I applied for Build-A-Bear and I ended up getting the job. And then I talked to my mum and dad. They're like, this is when I'm like 14. I was like, I got the job at Build-A-Bear. I'm going to wear the big bear costume. It's going to be awesome. They're like, you can't take that job. And I was like, they had a gut feeling. And I was like, okay, maybe I can't. I turned it down. And then they closed like 2 weeks later. So the bear costume wasn't in my destiny. But
Build a bear. I thought that was a great concept. But Nat, Pat, hopefully we've helped people today from learning about your journey from you changing job, and best of luck formally on screen. I think we've got one more show to do.
yeah, so next week is our last Wednesday morning minutes. So I don't know, we'll have to do something a bit wild, won't we?
Have to do something, but hopefully help people in their change, because I think, and it's a great topic to have on air for 2023. It's a huge topic, because I think that gut feeling with people is starting right about now, and if they're going to be starting to do things, and like I love encouraging people out of the business, and I love encouraging people in the business for their own improvement, and encouraging you to go and do what you love. I'm really happy for you. So even though we're losing you, good luck, and on screen, and everyone, I hope that's helped you today.
Yeah, well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and yeah, next week, very last one, I'm going to be very upset, so we'll have to plan something a bit wild, I think.
Be crazy. All right, legend, take care.
See ya.
Hope you enjoyed today. Yeah,
Bye.
bye.